Okay, so today we're looking at the Thwaites Tusker. Essentially, this is a dumper-based version of, digger-based version of the dumper they did. The Orion, I think, and it's pretty much got the same arm, but a little bit shorter, that the All Dig has. Now, what's interesting about this? You can interchange the skip. You can interchange the skip with the digger. The digger comes off. The arm is pretty much as strong as, well, to be honest, look at the size of that. I don't know if you've seen any modern mini diggers, but that's we're almost up in sort of 3C. Well, not quite 3C, but we're up in you know, 4 or 5 ton machine size there. 4 lever, annoying, I know, but still. Something quite nice is all the spools are identical, so you can take out the spools if you want to swap them over if there's any problems. Quite a short front dipper, so she's not got much reach to her, but yeah, very, very strong. Now there isn't a single electric wire on this machine anywhere. The stabilizers are manual, so what you do is you actually have a pedal. So you stamp the pedal, the pin comes out, and you actually then lift it back up, back into position, and the pedal then locks it back up. It's a nice high seated position. She'll dig all the way left and right, so she's very good that way. One thing I have noticed though is that it doesn't actually use the push-pull action of the slew rams. It just uses one pull, so it's only working on the pull, and the other side floats free. Anyway, so this whole thing disconnects. So the throttle cable, that 6mm bit of steel, slots off like that. The hydraulic connection uncouples from here, quarter turn, pull out. It's a bit seized, that one, but still. 2 pins, one there, and the whole thing's off. Wouldn't advise you do it because it's a pig to get back on. Okay, other than that, hand throttle in a nice neat position. This is built with the PH2 engine. This one's set at 1650 RPM, so that's 14 horsepower. Standard front wheel drive. You've got none of the traction issues you have normally though, because obviously, you know, you've got a massive bucket going out, a massive digger on the front, so you know, it's going to grip well. The only problem you do have is that it's very light on the back, so reversing uphill, really you need to drag the bucket if anything. Okay, it's chain drive, and it's got that shoe clutch that we're all fairly familiar with. That can stick, so if you find that stuck, give it a slap with a hammer around the rim, just gently, or you'll crack it, but that should release the clutch, the shoes. And if you find it doesn't, if you find the clutch is slipping, it's worth oiling all that mechanism there, because quite often it holds the clutch from fully re-engaging. The smaller dumpers of these have problems with the steering box. This has got a nice solid steering box on it. It's from the bigger dumper. It's also got a proper handbrake, and then it's got the bigger gearbox. Now it's a bit strange because reverse is this way and back. First is there, to the left and forward, so first, second and third, and then reverse is there. You won't ever be using third. If you do, you won't do for long, even if you live, because third is way too high. Anyway, other than that, decent sized hydraulic tank. Only problem I would say is that unfortunately the pickup seems to be on that side. So if you're on the piss and it's this side that's uphill, yeah, it's this side that's uphill. Hang on, I forget which way around. Anyway, basically the pickup's on one side, too much on the piss, and you're going to find that it's dragging air and it's not dragging oil. All in all, for a basic machine that you can leave out in the rain and not worry about too much, it's brilliant. We all know that the PH2 Lister Petter is going to be no problem. You know, I mean, what more could you want from a simple little machine that can actually dig a stump out without sort of falling to pieces like one of these modern mini diggers. It's as strong as the All Dig. It's not as pleasant to drive because it's obviously not got 2 lever control. It's got 4, but you know, what can you say? So there we are. Good piece of equipment, nice and simple. Very cheap as well. I mean, a decent one of these is, you know, 1,500, £2 grand. Decent mini digger's huge money. Other than that, yeah, there's not much to say really. Very simple, and again, hand start, so very easy to start. The single cylinders never were, but the two cylinders have always been, or in my experience, have always been easy. Bleeding it here and here, and then obviously on the injector nut as well to bleed it. Stop levers are here, 1 and 2. Decompressor, same. And yeah, good piece of equipment. As I say, only problem is it's very light on the back end. I've seen a few of these with draught counterweights on the back, which seems like a pretty good plan to me, because you can actually keep the weight down. Then you keep the weight over the back wheels, because as I say, even with the bucket empty, you reverse on a hill, it's gonna be flailing the back wheels in the air. So yeah, strong, cheap, reliable. What more could you want? Cheers for now.